Either go out here coming to you live and direct with another video. And I was just thinking, right, that we have been so programmed, right, that's evident, that, because me and Lonzel, we were riding in the car and then we were having this conversation. I was looking at some of the cars that passed by, and I seen a truck with shiny rims, and that made me think, like, we don't got so programmed to where, like, if something was to break out, like right now, people would still probably be worried about how shiny their car looks, how their hair looks, or whatnot. See what I'm saying? Like, we done forgot that none of this stuff really matter. Or we have to realize that none of this material stuff matters. Like, if there was a so-called zombie apocalypse to break out right now, people wouldn't even know how to let go of these objects that we've attached ourselves to emotionally, mentally, such as TVs, our apartment, our ID, our money. See what I'm saying? Like, if something was to happen, we would literally have to let that stuff go. Some people couldn't let that stuff go. Some people don't want to let that stuff go. That's part of the reason why we haven't even came together, because people aren't even ready to let go of this material stuff or let go of their everyday lifestyle. And I'm trying to detach away from that myself. I let go of my apartment, but it's like now I have to compensate something else for that. See what I'm saying? I could literally be quote unquote homeless right now, but I choose to stay with my mom. I could literally choose to be homeless. And I'm trying to dig deep on why I haven't chose that route. I think it's because of, like, shelter, I guess. Because I don't want to have to deal with the system. I don't want to have to deal with going to a so-called homeless shelter, and you already know what they do. They just like the jail. They're gonna be watching you as well. They're gonna be keeping track of you as well. Like, they're gonna make sure you get your vaccinations and all that type of stuff, right? They're gonna make sure they can identify you and keep track of you and all that type of stuff. As far as I'm aware of, I'm assuming right now, because I've never been to a so-called homeless shelter. But that's literally what I would be doing if I was to just choose to not stay with my mom. But I'm here also to help her be aware of what's going on, and help her out around the house and stuff like that, and all that, because these are cracking times. Like, this is it, I feel like. And another thing, if so-called COVID is not gonna awaken people, I don't know what will. This is literally our chance to come together, like literally to reunite with each other. Like, I don't know what traumatic event can they come up with next to get people to snap out of this BS illusion. Like, these people are vaccinating people and stuff like that. And the crazy thing is, they've been doing this for eons. This is just another phase that we're entering when it comes to them. We've been invaded since, we've been held hostage since they came here. And it's bigger than being white. It's bigger than being black. I've already said that. Even daylight said, quote unquote, our problems ain't white, it's the Martians. And the Martians are the ones who programmed the so-called white people to do what they do. And even they are lost. They've even been sold out. And I feel like, okay, so like, every race has their own spiritual parents, their own high-ranking species or whatever. See what I'm saying? Like, example, like, it's some beings over every race. Hopefully y'all get what I mean. Like, even so-called white people have ancestors that are, high ranking or whatever, but they just not, I guess, not on the level compared to so-called black people, if that makes sense. I don't know. But that's besides the point. What really matters now is the mentalities and the knowledge, I would say, because we're gonna need that to come together. Period. Like, we all being held hostage right now. Like, literally, and we're being fed on in every way. And like I tell people, nothing has gone to waste with them, But yeah, we gotta be ready to let this material stuff go. Like, I got TVs and stuff that I'm trying to sell that stuff, Only thing that I'm attached to personally is just video games. Just playing the game and just talking to people online, roasting them, joking on them. Sometimes I be building with them if I meet up with somebody who's aware, that happens to be aware on the game or whatever. That's just my escape from the matrix. That's it. Like, other than that, I'm not really attached to none of this BS. I never been a fan of cars like that. I never been a fan of even wearing accessories of any kind, whether they crystals, platinum, diamonds. And I think that says a lot about myself personally. Like, I just always been a naked person. I just never been so attached to certain stuff. And the only reason I would find myself getting attached is because of people around me. He want a Lamborghini, so I want a Lamborghini too. See what I'm saying? But me, I just never been that person. I don't really need a Lamborghini. If I get a Lamborghini, I want to go somewhere, and it's not on this earth. I want to get out of this earth, whatever this realm is, because people are so sleep. It's like, where you going with a Lamborghini? In my opinion, see what I'm saying? It don't matter what vehicle you have, where are you going? You still on earth, you still in the matrix. And it's like, nobody don't even try. They don't knock the trying ability out of us to even try to attempt trying to take back over. And we literally have the ability to liberate ourselves. Right now, we literally have that. Like, it no excuses about it. Whether we die or not, we're gonna die anyway. We have to die. We have to leave this realm. You see what I'm saying? We have to. But I think it's important that we leave on a quote unquote good terms, such as, like, at least dying with a fight versus going out sad. Like, example, okay, for people that don't believe in other realms or higher realms, right? If we're gonna just keep coming back to Earth, why aren't we just fighting, just taking risks if we know we just gonna keep coming back to Earth? See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? If Earth is the only realm, the only home that we have to keep coming back into this matrix, why aren't we going all out to fight for it? That means that we're stuck here forever, being enslaved, held hostage, by the powers that be, who we will never see. And they just gonna keep using celebrities, these cyborgs or whatever they are, to keep leading us down the wrong path. Cause most of these celebrities aren't even real, and a lot of them are being replaced with cyborgs. Like some of the people that we admired at first, when they first got in the game, they didn't realize what they were getting themselves into, and they were aware. You already know they got replaced. Simple as that. But they had to get to know you. I feel like Hollywood, they have to get to know you. They have to take pictures of you. They have to get 3D models of you, such as they have to get your body makeup and all that type of stuff, your DNA, hair follicles, all that type of stuff. And once they get all that, they can copy you, make a synthetic version of you, and throw you out there to the public, and have us thinking that these people be real, when literally they program cyborgs to promote agendas that they set out to destroy us, slowly but surely. See what I'm saying? And see, these beings, they're so patient. These beings that we're up against, they're not what we think they are. They're beyond this realm. That's why they have to be strategically. They have to be strategic with what they do because they know who we are. And if they get caught slacking or lacking, rather, if they get caught lacking, they already know what's gonna happen. Once we realize who we are and we're beyond them, it's over for them. So basically, they just feeding off the illusion. See, these beings, they're good at illusions. They're good at tricking. See what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna make another video. I just had to get this off my chest. Again, we have to start letting this stuff go. We up here putting more stuff in our apartments, our homes and stuff. We should be letting go most of this stuff and start investing in stuff that we need to survive and to fight. Weapons, food, seeds, organic seeds preferably. But you already know how it is. We already screwed up with the diet, so that don't even really matter. As long as you got some seeds and, hopefully they be organic, or some canned food that can last a long time and just keep your mental right. Because as long as we have good intent with what we're doing, we gonna be straight. All the people who are aware, who are righteous at the heart, we straight. We just gotta come together. Other than that, we the warriors who will fight, whether we together or not, that's cool too, because we still straight. I'm just saying that we can do this as a whole. It'll be easier. But until then, I'm solo dolo. I'm just putting out the message so people can, gravitate toward it, and they can listen and they can just spread awareness. That's the only thing I can do. That's the only thing I can do. So I feel I'm doing a good thing. Yeah, I'm a team player, but I will do what I gotta do by myself as well. So yeah, with that being said, Either God signing out. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.